If you're over 65 and still keeping a jar of mixed nuts on your kitchen counter, this video might surprise you. While some nuts can sharpen your memory, protect your heart, and keep your bones strong, others may quietly raise your blood pressure, damage your liver, and even speed up cognitive decline. The scary part? You may be eating one of the worst offenders every day, thinking it's healthy. But don't worry, today we'll reveal the top 4 nuts every senior should eat to stay sharp, energized, and independent. We'll also uncover the 4 nuts you should avoid at all costs, especially if you're managing conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or joint pain. Stick with us, because one nut, often praised in low-carb diets, may actually be poisoning your kidneys and hurting your brain over time. Let's make sure that doesn't happen to you. Hit the like button and let's dive in. Your long-term health may depend on it as we grow older. The phrase, "You are what you eat," becomes more true than ever. Our bodies become more sensitive to what we consume, and small dietary changes can have profound effects on our memory, mobility, heart health, and overall quality of life. One of the most powerful, yet often underestimated, food groups for people over 65? Nuts. But not all nuts are created equal. Some can silently raise blood pressure, interfere with medications, or add empty calories. Others, however, are packed with essential nutrients that strengthen bones, boost brain function, support the heart, and even regulate hormones. In this guide, we'll explore the top 4 nuts every senior should consider eating regularly, and why they've earned a spot in your daily routine. First place Medal 1. Brazil nuts, the thyroid and longevity booster. Let's start with the most powerful nut per bite, the Brazil nut. Just one Brazil nut contains over 130% of your daily selenium needs, and that's a big deal. Selenium is a trace mineral that's crucial for activating thyroid hormones, supporting energy and metabolism, reducing inflammation, boosting immune function, supporting brain health, slowing the aging of cells by protecting DNA. Many seniors unknowingly suffer from sluggish thyroid function, which leads to fatigue, low mood, slow metabolism, and weight gain. Brazil nuts help restore balance, particularly for the 20% of seniors with undiagnosed thyroid conditions. Even more impressive? Selenium helps preserve telomeres, protective caps on your chromosomes that shrink with age. Longer telomeres are associated with longer lifespan and reduced risk of age-related disease. Recommended intake: just 1 to 2 Brazil nuts per day. Too much selenium can be harmful, so don't go overboard. Checkmark bonus: Brazil nuts also improve digestion and regularity thanks to their natural fiber and oils, which help seniors stay comfortable without relying on laxatives. Green heart 2. Pistachios, the heart and vision protector. Often overlooked, pistachios are an incredibly heart-friendly nut, and they're perfect for seniors who want to manage their blood pressure naturally. Each ounce, about 49 pistachios, contains 285 milligrams of potassium, more than most fruits. 3 grams of fiber, a healthy mix of monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin that protect the eyes. This makes pistachios excellent for lowering systolic blood pressure by 3 to 5 points, reducing salt retention in the kidneys, preventing age-related macular degeneration, the #1 cause of vision loss in people over 60. Regulating blood sugar in seniors with diabetes or pre-diabetes, affecting nearly 1 in 4 Americans 65+. Even better, the act of shelling pistachios slows down eating, helping prevent mindless snacking. And because they're softer than almonds or walnuts, they're gentle on aging teeth. Recommended intake: 1 ounce, about 49 nuts. Unsalted or lightly salted. Checkmark pro tip: buy pistachios that are half opened if you have arthritis or hand mobility issues. Brain 3. Walnuts, the brain's best friend. Ever noticed how a walnut looks like a brain? It's no coincidence. It also nourishes the brain like no other nut. Walnuts are the top source of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, ALA, which support neuron communication, strengthen cell membranes in the brain, may slow the progression of Alzheimer's and dementia. In a recent clinical study, seniors who ate 1.5 ounces of walnuts daily for 8 weeks saw major improvements in memory and mental flexibility. Walnuts also contain melatonin, which supports better sleep, something many older adults struggle with. They're also great for your heart, thanks to arginine, which improves blood vessel function, polyphenols, which reduce oxidative stress and inflammation, the ability to enhance blood pressure medications' effectiveness. Recommended intake: 7 to 9 walnut halves per day. Keep them in the fridge to preserve their delicate oils. Checkmark fun tip: crack them yourself. It helps keep your hand coordination sharp. Biceps 4. Almonds, the bone builder and gut guardian. Last but definitely not least, almonds are the most versatile of all nuts, and a true superfood for seniors. Especially women. They're rich in calcium, 97 milligrams in 1/4 cup. Magnesium, essential for calcium absorption. Vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant for brain and skin. 3.5 grams fiber per serving, a constipation-fighting hero. Almonds support stronger bones, which helps prevent fractures, a major risk after 65. Heart health, by lowering LDL cholesterol. Cognitive protection, especially when eaten with the skin on. Digestive regularity, helping relieve bloating and slow bowel movements. Researchers from Tufts University found that seniors who eat almonds regularly show slower brain aging and reduced oxidative damage. Recommended intake: 15 to 20 almonds per day. Dry roasted or raw, unsalted, and ideally with skin on for maximum antioxidants. Warning: caution. Almonds can be a choking hazard. Chew slowly and thoroughly if you have trouble swallowing. Checkmark final thoughts: 1 handful a day. A lifetime of benefits. For seniors, diet isn't just about calories, it's about function, independence, and dignity. Choosing the right nuts can sharpen your thinking, support heart and thyroid health, strengthen bones and joints, improve sleep, digestion, and energy, add years to your life, and life to your years. The good news? You don't have to eat a mountain of nuts. Just a small daily portion of the right ones, like Brazil nuts, pistachios, walnuts, or almonds, can create compounding benefits that support graceful aging. Memo: pro tips for safe and smart nut consumption. Store nuts in the fridge, except pistachios, to preserve oils. Choose raw or dry roasted, unsalted versions. Rotate nut types weekly for balance and variety. If you take medication, especially blood thinners or thyroid meds, consult your doctor about nut interactions. Your next snack could either fuel your independence or silently sabotage it. Choose wisely, chew thoroughly, and enjoy the journey of aging with strength, clarity, and vitality. Warning: pine nuts, the silent medication disruptor seniors should steer clear of. For many seniors, a sprinkle of pine nuts over a salad or stirred into a creamy pesto sauce may seem like a harmless, even heart-healthy choice. After all, pine nuts are small, plant-based, and rich in unsaturated fats. What could possibly go wrong? Unfortunately, when it comes to seniors over 65, pine nuts might be one of the most dangerous nuts you can consume, and here's why. Test tube pine nuts are more than they seem. Let's start with the basics. Pine nuts are seeds harvested from pine cones, commonly used in Mediterranean and Italian cuisine. They're rich in polyunsaturated fats, vitamin E, magnesium, and iron. Sounds great, right? But these very qualities, when combined with aging physiology and polypharmacy, the use of multiple medications, create a recipe for potential harm. Warning 1. Medication interference, a hidden health hazard. One of the most alarming facts about pine nuts is their ability to interact with over 60% of prescription medications commonly used by seniors, including statins, for cholesterol, antidepressants, blood pressure medications, blood thinners. These interactions may alter drug effectiveness, increase the risk of side effects, cause unexpected physiological responses. Most seniors take multiple medications daily, yet very few are told by their doctors or pharmacists about possible food-drug interactions. Pine nuts contain compounds that can compete with medication metabolism in the liver, either intensifying or weakening their intended effects. For instance, consuming pine nuts while on statins could worsen muscle pain and liver strain, while combining them with antidepressants may alter neurotransmitter balance in unpredictable ways. Nauseated face 2. Pine nut syndrome. Real, disturbing, and underreported. Perhaps the most bizarre and unsettling consequence of eating pine nuts is pine nut syndrome, also known as pine mouth. This condition typically appears 1 to 3 days after eating pine nuts, causes a metallic, bitter taste in the mouth that lasts up to 2 weeks, disrupts appetite, enjoyment of food, and nutritional intake. While it may sound minor for older adults, many of whom already struggle with reduced appetite or taste sensitivity, a lingering bitter taste can be devastating. Appetite loss in seniors is directly linked to malnutrition, muscle loss, sarcopenia, cognitive decline, immune suppression. One study estimated that as many as 42% of those affected by pine nut syndrome lost noticeable body weight over the following weeks. Seniors, particularly those battling cancer, frailty, or recovery from illness, cannot afford to lose weight or skip meals. Fire 3. Inflammation and oxidation, a risk for chronic conditions. While pine nuts contain polyunsaturated fats, they're also highly unstable. These fats oxidize quickly, especially when stored improperly, exposed to light or heat, Left too long after opening, oxidized fats turn into harmful compounds that contribute to systemic inflammation, artery damage, joint pain, especially in arthritis-prone seniors. This is especially dangerous for seniors already managing chronic conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, cardiovascular disease. Moreover, inflammation from oxidized pine nut oils can worsen cognitive decline, as new research shows direct links between chronic brain inflammation and dementia-related diseases. I4. Vision risks. Unexpected and under-researched. Emerging studies have begun to link pine nut compounds to early-onset macular degeneration, the #1 cause of irreversible vision loss in Americans over 65. How? Pine nuts are high in omega-6 fatty acids but lack balancing omega-3s, which protect the retina. Their high fat content, when oxidized, can damage retinal cells through free radicals. The syndrome of taste alteration associated with pine nuts has been correlated with temporary visual distortions and depth perception issues in rare cases. Rushed face. 5. Aspiration and choking risks. Due to their small size and slippery texture, pine nuts pose a swallowing hazard, particularly for seniors with dry mouth, a common side effect of many medications. Dysphagia, difficulty swallowing, weakened gag reflexes, while larger nuts like almonds and walnuts can be chewed into chunks. Pine nuts may be accidentally inhaled into the airway, potentially leading to coughing fits, silent aspiration pneumonia, emergency choking incidents. More than 70% of seniors take medications that reduce saliva production, making safe swallowing even more difficult. Stop sign. So, should seniors avoid pine nuts completely? In most cases, yes, especially if you take more than 2 prescription drugs daily, have a history of appetite issues or weight loss, are at risk of macular degeneration or inflammatory disease, have difficulty chewing or swallowing, want to avoid unpredictable reactions with your medications. While pine nuts may be harmless for younger individuals or occasional use, their risks outweigh their benefits in aging adults, particularly when safer, more nourishing nut options are available. Checkmark safer alternatives. Pistachios, still soft, easy to chew, and heart healthy. Walnuts, rich in omega-3s and protect the brain. Almonds, sliced or ground, bone-boosting and gut-friendly. In a world filled with nutrition advice, it's easy to assume that all nuts are good for your health. But as we've seen with pine nuts, macadamia nuts, cashews, and peanuts, that's far from the truth. Especially if you're over 65. What may appear to be a light, crunchy snack can quietly work against your body, raising inflammation, spiking blood sugar, damaging organs, or interfering with life-saving medications. The aging body is not just smaller, it's more sensitive, more reactive, and more vulnerable to imbalances. That means foods that are tolerable at 40 can become harmful at 70. Every bite counts more. Every choice matters. Light bulb the valuable lesson. The biggest takeaway from this article isn't fear, it's awareness. Brain awareness that aging changes how food affects your health. Pill awareness that natural doesn't always mean safe. Green salad awareness that prevention is more powerful than treatment. Heart hands and awareness that small changes, like swapping out one type of nut, can create big, lasting benefits. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet or live in fear of food. But you do deserve the truth, and the chance to make informed, respectful decisions about what goes into your body. So the next time you reach for that bag of trail mix or snack on a handful of nuts, take a moment. Ask yourself, is this helping me heal? Or is it quietly holding me back? Because at this stage in life, your health isn't just about living longer, it's about living better. With energy, clarity, dignity, and the power to enjoy every day to its fullest.